all. Today we will see the flexible workflow feature and how we can utilize that in our enterprise asset management maintenance order. So flexible workflow is a new feature introduced in S/4HANA. So let us talk about what it is actually. So the flexible workflow in SAP S/4HANA is an advanced feature designed to streamline and automate business processes. It offers dynamic and adaptable approach to managing approval workflows, allowing business to configure process according to their specific needs without the need for extensive programming. So you do not need to do much programming in flexible workflow because you can define your own conditions and rules as per the business requirement. So the benefit of the flexible workflow in SAP S/4HANA is the workflow configuration is managed through a user-friendly interface, that is through your Fiori app. It has a better control and visibility. The flexible workflow enables the definition of conditions and rules that determine the approval process. So let us now see how we can utilize this in enterprise asset management maintenance orders. So earlier when flexible workflow was not there, we used to struggle a lot for the maintenance order approval, and we used to implement user status or the enhancement to trigger the work order approval. So let us see how we can configure and we can achieve the work order approval based on the several conditions. So let us start. So first you have to go to the SPRO, as you can see my screen, and click on SAP reference IMG, and then navigate to ABAP platform, then application server. So I'm just showing you the prerequisite here. Then go to the business management and then the SAP business workflow. Here there is a configuration for flexible workflow. So it will be pre-delivered by SAP already. So you just need to activate the scenario from here. Click scenario activation and search for your workflow. So here you can see this is our maintenance order workflow scenario, which is already activated. So if I will click here, it will show you. So workflow for maintenance order. Okay. So this has to be activated. Then our next step is to configure plant maintenance order, which requires approval. So just scroll down and go to plant maintenance and customer service, then maintenance and service processing, then maintenance and service orders, then functions and settings for order types. Then here you will find a configuration for the approval of the maintenance order. Define approval settings for maintenance orders. Just execute it. And then you have this approval required checkbox over here. So based on the combination of planning plant and order type, you can activate where approval is required. So my planning plant here is 1010. Let me search. My order type is YA01, which is the standard phase model. This is the reactive maintenance, standard reactive maintenance order type introduced in SAP S/4HANA. So just check this box and save it. So now when you submit it for approval, it will trigger an approval. So now the next step is, now we have activated the approval. So for this particular order type, the approval has to be triggered before release. So you cannot release the maintenance order if it hasn't been approved. So let us go to flexible workflow. So you have to launch this app, manage workflows for maintenance order. So click on this and just create. So there are already a couple of there, but let us create our own. Hit on create and just name it. Put the description as per your requirement. Then is there any validity that you wanted to use for a particular period of time? You wanted to use this set of workflow settings, then you can just put the validity over here. And then the very important thing here is the start conditions, which means based on what condition you wanted to start this workflow. So there are a lot of conditions over here, and that is why it is known as a flexible workflow, because it gives you a lot of options here. So we do not need to go to the developer to write a code. So for example, you can see here all these are important, like maintenance order type is. So based on the maintenance order type, you can trigger. So if my maintenance order type is, I will say YA01, then trigger this one. And then I can add multiple conditions over here. So I will also add one more condition here. You can add as many as you want, based on the planning plant as well, planner group as well, all these things based on the estimated cost as well. So I will select this one, total planned cost is greater than or equal to. So if my total planned cost is more than or equal to €1, it should trigger a approval workflow over here. So the next step is to create the steps. Click on create. This is all optional. If you wanted to put anything over here, this is a free tool you can put. And then under the step type, you have two options here. If you want to have automatic approval of this maintenance order, you can just select this automatic approval of the maintenance order. And if you wanted to manually approve a maintenance order, then you have to select approve maintenance order. Then just select approve maintenance order. And then under the assignment by, you have a couple of options also here. By role, team, you can create a particular role and then you can assign that role to the persons whom you are giving the authority to approve the maintenance orders. Or team as well, you can define your team in manage team and responsibilities Fiori app, and then a particular user as well. So I'm selecting user here, and then I will be giving my user ID over here. So now after that, I have two options here, one of the recipients or all of the recipients. So if in case you are having multiple persons who are going to approve a maintenance order, then you can select all of the recipients, which means if until everyone hasn't approved the maintenance order, it won't release. One of the recipients means if you are having multiple recipients, and out of that, if anyone has approved the maintenance order, it is ready for release. So again, you have the step conditions that is same, which I have already defined, so we do not need to do that. And then the deadlines, if any deadlines you wanted to create, suppose for an example, after 7 days you wanted to send a reminder, kind of that, so you can do that under the deadlines. And then the exception handling, so you can select do nothing, cancel just workflow if rejected. You do not want to do anything and then just cancel the workflow, or you wanted to repeat the step if someone has rejected your order, or restart the workflow, or continue with the next step. Okay, so ideally it should be cancel workflow. So once the person has rejected the order, it will go to the planner, and then planner will just change the order with the requirement, and then again he can submit it for the approval, and then again the workflow will restart. So I will now hit create here, and save it. Let us go back now, because we have to activate it as well. So this is right now this is in draft mode, so we have to activate this one. So we can activate it. Okay. So in case you have multiple workflows here, you can also define the order of this one. So you can see here there is an option, define order. So right now mine is at 4, so I can go up as well, like this, like this. So I can make it 1 as well. Like this. So in case you have multiples, then you can do like this. So first system will check first order, then second, then third, kind of that. So now it is done. Let us create a request, maintenance request, and then we'll create an order and we'll see how it goes. So let us create a request here. Request maintenance. So I have an equipment already, this one. So I will just copy this one and we'll type it here. You can also type the text here and it will come. So select the notification type. Which notification type? So it should be Y1. And then the description. I will just say I am waiting. And then just submit. So now it is telling that my notification has been saved, which means it has been created. And now let us go for the approval of the notification, which is screen maintenance request. Screen maintenance request. Here is my notification. So I will click on accept. Select a priority to proceed. Okay, let us go inside of this notification. Priority is blank. It is asking, because priority is a mandatory field here, so it is asking to fill priority field. So hit edit. We can also reject this notification and send back to the requester just to fill out the priority. But as we are only seeing here flexible workflow, let us put the priority and let us proceed. Save. And let us accept it now. So now my notification has been approved. Now let us go to manage maintenance notification and orders so that we can create an order against that notification. So this is my notification. Create order, click on create order. Select your order. So as per the configuration, this is my default maintenance order against this notification type. Just click on create. So it is telling my order has been created and it's showing here. Let us go to the order. Let's go to the change maintenance order. Go to the operation. Select internal. So I will just put hours so that we can post some cost over here. Duration is 5. So 1 I would say. Just save it. Let us go to the cost and see. So my planned cost is now 150 euros. Okay. Let us save. And now let us go back. Here. So now we have to submit it for approval. So let us select here under this app. You can use this app as well. So let us execute object type, select maintenance order, because order has to be submitted for the approval, not the notification. So now select this maintenance order which has been created for the approval. So now click on submit for approval. So now it has been submitted for the approval. So let us see whether I have got the approval workflow or not. So let us go to the My Inbox Fiori app. So here I have got my maintenance order. Okay. So this is how you will get your approval under your inbox. So there are a couple of options here: approve, reject, show log, claim, forward, or suspend. So if you do not want it to approve this, you can just forward it, or if you are having a setup where multiple peoples are authorized to approve this order and it will trigger all of them, so in that case just click on claim, and once you approve this it will approve, otherwise it will not approve until all those persons will approve that maintenance order. And if you will reject it, it will went again to the planner, and planner has to correct the work order and again submit it for the approval. So in the backend also you can check whether the workflow has been triggered or not. I will just show you how you can see that. Just go to this transaction SWIA and just execute it. So you can see here this is our workflow ID and this is the item. You can see, just select here and go to the log and agents as well. You can see it has been triggered to me. So you can check in the backend. So let us approve this maintenance order. You can put any note here if you want. Just click on submit and it is approved now. So let us check the order. This is my maintenance order which has been approved. So here you can see surface is approved. So one of the most prerequisite of this is the phase approval as well. You should have your phase statuses configured in SAP. Although it will be pre-delivered by SAP as a standard, but you should have to verify it is available or not. I hope this clarifies your flexible workflow concept. And if there is anything, you can just write me an email or put a comment. And please don't forget to like and subscribe this channel. Thank you.